Hello everyone, this is Kevin and today I will be discussing mindful nutrition. So one of the reasons that I had chosen mindful nutrition was because of my individual goal. I wanted to be a healthier individual and I wanted to increase my mental capacity for learning. I tried to fulfill this purpose by 1. Incorporating more vegetables and fruits into my diet, 2. By reducing my added sugar and processed food intake, and 3. One of my methods to achieve this was tracking my intake and qualifying how it affected me. So I had tracked what I consumed for this month, and we can see that in the key that 1 represents if I eaten dark leafy greens, 2 represents whether I took in sugar and processed foods, and 3 represents a normal day that consists of grains, proteins, and vegetables. And we can see that initially in the first week, starting in May, I had some trouble, but I started incorporating some of those dark leafy greens. As we go on to weeks 2 and 3, I gradually reduced my added sugar and processed food intake, and I started incorporating more dark leafy greens. And that if you transition to a later half of week 3 and now week 4, we can see that more often than not I'm consuming more dark leafy greens. So there's some progress. Later we're gonna see what I had eaten. So here's some of the food I eaten for this month. We have some healthy green grapes, some mangoes and some blueberries with some lemonade. That lemonade was a healthy one. It didn't contain any added sugar. And we have some paper dosa from an Indian restaurant, some avocado and some sunny side up eggs, some fish, some salad, and some tuna. How do I think I did? Well, I think that weeks 1 and 2, I had some trouble getting acclimated to the diet, but we can really start seeing improvements in weeks 2 and 3, where on a daily basis I started taking more fruits and vegetables, and I was reducing my processed food and added sugar intake. And now week 4, which was actually last week and some of this week, most if not all of my intake was those dark leafy greens. I think I fulfilled my goal to a good extent. However, I also think that it's not really, how do I say, sustainable. So I just been taking in some more added sugar, but I'm being more mindful and keeping in moderation. So yeah, that concludes about this discussion. I think now it's important to observe the changes in my body I experienced. Overall, I think I fulfilled my goal and I was able to feel that I had more mental clarity and I was able to think for longer periods of time. Also, I felt that I was easier on my digestive system. I felt great. After eating in the past, I typically feel sluggish, but now that no longer happens. So below are the following sources I used. I referenced WebMD and USDA, and also referenced Harvard and Oxford universities.